Hey guys, my name is Christian Batuli. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope each one of you guys is doing great. As always, it's a pleasure being here, talking and hanging out with you guys. Now, I know last week I didn't post anything, I didn't upload anything, only because it was Mother's Day. So I decided to take the day off to hang out with my family, to appreciate all the moms in my life, and show them how much they mean to me because without them, I wouldn't be here. And without their support, I wouldn't be able to do the things that I'm doing now. So shout out to all the moms out there. And plus, taking last week off, it was a definitely needed break because as someone who creates content, like I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, it's stressful because each week you got to worry about content creation, you got to worry about coming up with some ideas, you got to worry about uploading, you got to worry about keeping the momentum going. So if it's not managed properly, it can get stressful. So if you're a content creator, I just want to tell you, like, it's okay to take some time off. It's okay to, to get a break because I know how important it is to build momentum, and I know how important it is to keep the momentum going. But if you feel like you need to maybe miss a upload, take a day off or miss a week, it's okay. As long that 1 week does not turn into 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you know what I mean? But it's okay once in a while, take a break, man, because mental health is everything. If nothing is right up here, nothing else matters. And the one thing I want to tell you guys is that just the fact that I took last week off, like now I'm doing this video, I feel rejuvenated. I feel fresh. You know, I was actually looking forward to making this video just due to the fact that I took, a week off. I was able to just relax a little bit, and that did me good. All right. Now that I got all that stuff out the way, today I want to talk about loyalty. That's the topic of today. Loyalty. So a lot of people want loyalty, and that's okay. You know, it's a fair ask. If you are in a relationship, you want the person that in a relationship with you to be loyal. If you're in a friendship, you want the other person who's your friend to be loyal. Especially when you're not there to do right by you behind your back. If you're in a business relationship or partnership, you want that person, to have loyalty to you or to your business, vice versa. And just so I'm not just gonna like focus on loyalty, I also want to like talk about commitment. I want to talk about respect. All those things I feel like they fall under one umbrella. So today's topic, we're just gonna cover talking about loyalty, commitment, respect, friendships and stuff like that. So basically the point I'm trying to make is if you want all those things, right? You want loyalty, you want commitment, you want, friendship, you want um respect, all those things, you have to be able to do the same thing as well because it's a two-way street. Don't expect me to be loyal to you if you're not loyal to me. Don't expect me to give you respect if you don't give me respect. Don't expect me to be committed to you if you're not committed to me. Don't expect me to be a good friend to you if you're not a good friend to me. Because the world does not work that way. You get what you put out. It's a two-way street. This is probably one of the things that I'm also trying to teach my son right now because he's 6 years old, he's starting to make friends and stuff like that. And as we all know, not every parent do what they're supposed to do, which is raise their kids right. So my son's gotta deal with the world, and I do my best to raise my son right because I know he's not only my son, but he's also the world's son. You know what I mean? Like he is part of the world, so I can't just like I don't know, like keep him all to myself. No, because he is part of the world. So what I'm trying to teach my son is that hey, friendship, loyalty, commitment, good friendship, all those things are a trade off. It's a social contract. So if you have a friend who's not being a good friend to you, don't be friends with them. If you are in a relationship, and your partner is not being loyal to you, you don't owe them anything. And like I said, it's a social contract, which means when you break it, then the deal is off. I don't care how loyal you've been to me, right? I don't care if it's 15, 20 years. But as soon as you break that loyalty, I don't owe you anything else. Don't expect loyalty from me. And vice versa. If you've shown me respect for 20 years and the one day that I don't show you respect, then I expect you not to show me respect anymore. That's the way the world works. Because if we're being honest, like, I believe action is a true form of how we communicate. Meaning, don't pay attention to what people say, pay attention to what people do. Because that's the one thing that I've learned. Like, somebody's going to let you know exactly how they feel about you through their action. Somebody's going to let you know exactly, how much they value you through their action. Somebody's going to let you know exactly how much they respect you through their action. So when you start paying attention to that, you're going to be able to know what's real and what's not real. A lot of you guys, fall in love with words. You have a pretty girlfriend who tells you, I love you, I will always be loyal to you. But then again, behind your back, she's stepping out with other dudes. You have a boyfriend who's telling you, oh man, I love you, you mean everything to me, you're my ride or die, I don't see myself being with anybody else. But behind your back, they're doing you dirty. Pay attention to people's actions, because that will let you know how they feel about you. And also pay attention to signs, because I feel like when you start pay attention to signs and writing on the walls, it's literally the universe trying to communicate with you. And I know a lot of people will probably think I'm paranoid. Once I start to feel a certain way, when my intuition starting to kick in, when I'm starting to see signs, red flags, I'm starting to see writing on the walls, I get paranoid. Not like in a bad way, in a way like I want to find out what's going on. I want to find out, hey, why am I feeling this way? Why am I seeing signs? I can't just ignore it, because that's the way of the universe trying to speak to me. Okay, I know this guy says something like this, but his action show me something like this. So which one should I believe? I'm gonna go with the action. So you got to pay attention to that. Once again, everything is a trade off. You don't owe anybody anything in this world, nor do people owe you anything. So you got to understand that. If you keep giving your loyalty to people time after time, and they clearly showing you through their action that they don't care about you, then that's on you. You can't blame anybody else but you. If you've been a good friend to somebody and time after time they had the chance to show you otherwise, but they choose to do you wrong, and you still continue to be friends with them, you still continue to give loyalty to them, then that is on you, bro. You cannot blame anybody else. You have to take accountability. If you're giving respect to someone and someone does not give respect to you, guess what? You have to pivot. Give loyalty, give commitment, give respect to people who actually deserve it. Because the world is too big, man. And like I say, you don't owe anybody anything in this world. If someone does not respect your time, guess what? Don't give them your time. If someone does not respect your loyalty, do not give them your loyalty. If someone does not respect your presence, your energy, your vibe, they don't appreciate all the little things that you do for them, guess what? Bounce. Don't be in that situation, because they clearly don't value that. And it's just so sad, because a lot of people don't tend to realize it until it's too late. They don't realize, man, this person was amazing, this person was loyal, this person was committed, this person had my back, this person had good intentions, until it's too late. So for me, I welcome all good people, man. Because the world is just, it's so hard to find good people. It's so hard to find people who's going to be loyal to you. And especially if you give loyalty to them as well. I'm willing to give all that, but I'm also so scared because not everybody deserves it, because I've been burned in the past, man. So the stuff that I'm talking about today is like things that I had to learn. I had no options because you can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, man. Like that's what separates us from animals. Even animals are smart, but you're a human being, so you're a lot more smarter than that. So pay attention to people's actions, pay attention to writing on the walls, the signs, and you're gonna be okay. And just know that the world don't owe you anything and you don't owe anybody anything. It's about you at the end of the day. But when you get those people that are amazing, that are loyal, that are willing to do the same thing that you're willing to do to them, then those are the people like you want to make sure that they know you appreciate them. Anybody else who's just talking and yapping about nothing, like don't even F with them. Because actions speak louder than words. If you're a guy and you text a woman that likes you and she don't get back to you 2 or 3 days after, you should know that she don't like your ass. You should know to move on because all of us are literally glued to our phone 24/7. It's not like she didn't see your text. It's not like she didn't see your missed calls. She saw it, but you're not a priority. You don't mean that much to her or that much to him. So move on. You go on dates with this person, you're the one who's always buying food, you're the one who's always buying drinks, and they never once even offer. Bro, they're using you. They don't deserve your time, they don't deserve your loyalty, man. So that's the one thing I wanted to talk about, man, because when I hear people talk about loyalty and all that kind of stuff, it makes me so mad. Because I'm like, dude, it's a two-way street. I had a buddy who was big into loyalty, man. It was like, man, I can't wait to find a girl that's loyal to me. I can't wait to find a girl that's gonna, rock with me, that's gonna be committed to me. And I know the guy. This guy is not loyal at all. He's not committed at all. And I'm not talking about just to point fingers. Like I'm not perfect either, but for me, I try to learn from my mistakes. Oh yeah, I have a lot of regrets, man. Because I've had some really good people in my life, and they were showing me good signs. Like they were loyal to me, they were committed to me. They were good friends to me. They talked highly of me when I wasn't around, but I was just naive and dumb. And now it's like I would do anything to get those people back. Because I went through a period where, man, I met some shady people, bro. And I had to learn the hard way. So once again, just to wrap this thing up, loyalty, respect, commitment, friendship, all this stuff, it's a two-way street. It's a social contract. So soon as the other person breaks it, the other person does not owe that other person nothing. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Let me know what you think, man. Comment down below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.